Hey everyone, it's Lynxy and welcome to Empires of the Undergrowth. Now this is a very fun game that's kind of close to my heart, honestly. I actually really adore this game. When I was taking a peek at it, it's an early access, about $20, and it is a I don't want to say an ant simulator, but kind of also it is. You don't really get all of that. It's more like an ant colony simulator kind of thing. And honestly, I could play this game for like hours. Uh, I stopped after like the tutorial and everything so that way I don't get too ahead of myself. But I can honestly say this for me is supremely fun. Oh my goodness, I've been waiting to do videos on this all like since it came out. It's been a while though, I'll admit. So that was my fault. When it was like first coming out, I was like, yes. And I have not gone back to it. I feel so bad. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get into it. You've already seen our kind of what would I call them? I guess our scientists that are kind of watching over our pretty little ants here.
Is something wrong?
I have provided them with food just a few centimeters south of the Queen, but they don't seem to be interested.
If they are too distressed to collect food, then we will have to replace the colony and start again.
Such a terrible waste.
Such a terrible waste. Oh my gosh. All right, so he says that he's laid out food for us, for our beautiful little ants, and I'm not sure if they actually ever will do that, but we are looking for some... Oh, there it is. So our food is actually right here. So what we need to do is tell our people to be like, hey, yo, we need a...
They're beginning to expand their territory.
Excellent news.
We need to tell them, be like, yo, you need to go ahead and open this over here. And then the ants are like, oh, snap, dude, you're right. So then they go and they just take up all the food. And that's pretty much what you're doing, you know, like challenging other ants and everything and making sure that, ooh, the lighting effect is so nice. Making sure your ant is obviously fed. Well, not your ant, but your ants, your colony. You also have to put a pheromone down so that way they all know to go over there. So, like, you can see some of my worker ants are more, they're a bit like, oh, okay, it's over there. And then you go and put it down and they're like, okay, I get you. But right now our food stores, I think, are a bit too low. So now we have to go and make a little room for them. So I personally like the food stores to be close to the queen, so that way they're not like bothering me. So we'll put it here and like over here too. And that of course takes away food, or it takes away like you know, it's a territory, anything. So you have to always keep a mindful eye out on that kind of stuff. Seems like the ants are just enjoying themselves. They're all like, all right, sure. But I try and definitely keep the food as close to the queen as possible. So that way, hopefully, if there are any invaders, it goes over and they try and grab the food first. Because honestly, I would rather lose out on food than I would rather, you know, lose out on anything else. We can also give them speed up tiles, and it'll make them go faster. Then, I don't remember what an upgrade tile. So we can totally be like, yo, oh, it's not sufficiently developed. Darn. Okay. Well, that's all right then. And we could also get rid of the pheromone, and we could tell them, hey, I need all of this all done, if you don't mind. And they're like, oh, okay. Yay! There we go. Oh my goodness. We could also make a nice little nursery, so let's go ahead and do that. So you can see that some of the nursery is over here, but we need a lot more. So if I tell them over here, why don't you dig over there, buddies? think one more in there. Alright. And that could be for some ants, and that could be for another. Now, I'm quite sure the scientists won't ever introduce anything terrible, but I honestly don't remember, and I would rather hope that they don't. So we can put a worker ant nursery, and then we could just be like, hey, all right, all of this is worker ant nursery now. So then they all come, and they're like, okay, and there they go.
The queen has begun to lay new eggs.
Perfect. We will soon have a thriving colony.
Yay! You can see that they're very, very happy about that, the little humans. There we go. And we'll just tell them to go ahead and make more food nests around here. Then they'll go and they'll grab the food themselves. They're very autonomous for the most part, but they do often have a couple of problems where they're like, what? What am I supposed to do? But that's okay. They're ants. What will they know, you know? Then, of course, we have our queen ant here, who is actually also blue. I didn't notice that her colors changed. Let's go ahead and tell the first couple of guys to come over here, grab all the rest of this food, because there's a whole bunch. There's so much food. And I probably should have looked at each of these hints, but I totally didn't. Oh well. Oops. And we'll replace the pheromones. And eventually you'll have some different types of ants. It really just doesn't quite matter, if that makes any sense. At this moment, because you're in your formicarium. You're not like out in the wild. You're not wild ants. Oh my goodness. Just imagine another, like, a story though about wild ants and like all of that. I think that would be hilarious. Alright, let's see. If I wanted them to upgrade, can they upgrade any? Oh yeah, they can upgrade this one. There you guys go. There we go. A lot of them are like, okay, I'll upgrade this. Nice. I actually never used the upgrade tool before. So now I know, I guess, what it does. That's awesome. Dude, I should have used that way long time ago. My fault, my fault. But I just wanted to get us introduced, oops, to our little ant babies. Little ants. I do wonder what what the thumbnail will look like for this. You can definitely go in though. I just don't remember how to go in and take more pictures. There used to be a way. Oh, over here we can do that. So let's see. We shall save. Options. So whenever you look that, you can also go arachnophobe mode. They used to have little little Christmas hats before too, I think. So there was a lot of stuff, just very cute things. Well, this will be definitely very interesting to see. I suppose on the next episode, we'll go ahead and actually take a gander at what we're supposed to be doing here. Oh, I didn't even know they could do this. What is this? Royal jelly. Oh, so we can actually gene thief worker? What is this? Formicarium workers do various jobs, including excavation, construction, egg carrying, and food gathering. Black ants do melee attacks. The wood ants, ooh. The wood ant mortar. And wood ant rapid fire. And a gene thief queen. We need royal jelly for all of that. I don't think I've ever made any. I guess we'll see. But we could tell them at least to upgrade, but we don't have any royal jelly. Oh man, we need royal jelly, but I don't know if she'll ever make any. Come on, queen. She's not really into it. I can understand. Alrighty then, guys. I suppose that's our introduction. And like I said, and next episode, we'll go ahead and actually get going into our more wild ants and hopefully help them in their colony before anything else. So that way we can make sure that they're safe and they're good. Alright, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye.